I don't like everything being in the public domain. When we were at Manchester United, and years gone by before I was there, things stayed cocooned within that football club. The problem is when it's coming out now, it's different. The landscape's different, social media, etc. But I like it to see this played out behind closed doors. Listen, he wants to be a top player at Manchester United. He wants to be a success here. I know him as a kid. He's desperate to be considered the best. That's all he wants. So I don't think it's a question of does he want it? Is he working hard enough? It's just finding that balance and bringing it all together consistently at this club. And the manager has to take responsibility for that as well, but also he does as an individual.
I think that stems from when the manager's so open publicly, and the manager, Mourinho, has stopped that, in fairness. Yeah. They lost at Brighton, and he didn't come for his players at all. And I think that's the thing you respect most about your manager. Arsene Wenger never came for us as players. Sir Alex Ferguson never did that either. And then there's a togetherness. It's not an us and them scenario where the manager tries to separate himself from the criticism. They look like they're now united again. When you feel protected by a manager, you know you've had a bad performance, or something's not happened, something's gone on behind closed doors or in the public domain. When you feel that your manager's not going to come out and come for you publicly, that's an unbelievable place to be. The respect levels, what I would do for that manager out on the pitch, run through brick walls for him, knowing that he's backing me full. And I think that's something that I think that players really they expect from managers. You always have to feel proud of your manager. You know, like sometimes when Wenger first came in, the calmness, the intelligence, and we were like, well, the gaffer's he's different class. The way he's handled that difficult situation. When you're there and you're watching the manager, you think he's lost the plot. Yeah. He's a representation of our football club.
What did you need as a player to feel good?
I needed to be told to do less. Less was more for me.
Stop doing drag backs and step overs, wasn't it? That was.
Well, I felt early in my career I was trying to do everyone else's job, and it was like just do yours and do it very well. And in the end, once I got that, my career then took off.
I do think Jose Mourinho, in defence of him, I think he is searching for that something that pricks these players up, that makes them go out and become consistent, etc. I think he's still searching for what drives, what can motivate these players best as a group. Individually, he's trying it, and he's trying to work his way to get to that finishing article by saying, yeah, that's what makes him tick, that's what makes them tick, and I've got it now.
But they won 3 trophies in his first season, didn't win any last season. He's won 25 trophies as a manager, and for me, this quest to win is almost suffocating. And what can happen is the mix sometimes goes over the top, and the players then seem to suffer, can't compete, can't operate in that tension that he creates, and it's a very fine-tuning thing that he's got to get right, and then he becomes a great manager again. But I think it's more difficult when the players watch him publicly and are not particularly pleased with what he's saying. If he says less, I mean, the team did the talking today. It wasn't a fantastic performance, but it was a very good result.